Yeah, so Sean, I guess Dustin will go live and then Teams to you or something, or... Okay. So, oops, something went wrong. I just clicked that link that you sent me.
Which will just give you a preview of it.
Does that say we're live?
It says live. It's the other one said live too.
Okay. How many does it say?
You're on. I got face and it's audio.
Oh, goodness. What a pain. Dustin, so I need to now get over to that spot. Sorry, folks. I swear, we spent so much time with this YouTube Live thinking we have it figured out for a seamless turn on, but they never fail to screw us over somehow. All right. Justin, are you monitoring the old one or the new one?
I have both of them up.
Okay.
Everyone's happy to jump over to the new link and I pinned it.
Okay. All right, I'm just opening up this so I can see your guys' comments in real time and hopefully respond back to you guys. Yes! Look at that. I got to turn this off so I don't get echo. Boom. Can everybody hear me good now? And we have audio, picture. We're good, right? Thumbs up. Okay. There is a delay.
Yeah, there's going to be latency.
Huh?
There's just like when we did it in LA.
Okay.
Just like a buffer.
All right, everybody. So, welcome. Thank you all for tuning in. Sorry for the bumpy start. Hopefully, it's worth it, and we'll get to have some fun chatting today. As always, want to begin by thanking you guys for being awesome fans, subscribing to the channel, leaving the awesome comments that you do, and just being part of what we're doing here. So thank you guys, and also a huge thank you to Cannondale for being kind enough to donate this bike to us and thereby to one of you awesome and lucky viewers. So thank you. Before we get into the giveaway, while we just kind of make sure everything is settled in and people can log in, any of you guys got any questions, stuff you want to talk about? Maybe there's some of you out there who like e-bikes. You might be aware we just got back from our e-bike shootout in Knoxville, Tennessee. I cannot spill the beans and let you know who won, but we had a great time. Knoxville is absolutely awesome. There is a ton of amazing riding out there. Windrock Bike Park, we went there, which was rad. So if you guys haven't been to Windrock, anyone have been to Windrock, let us know. I would be stoked to chat. Chris, oh, look at that. You like the cop stash? Thank you. I did that just special for today. Had to clean up a little bit, you know, look official. All right, let's see. Loam Wolf is the future because of the mustache or because we like to give away cool bikes to you guys? Thank you, Josiah. Appreciate your feedback. You know, not everything's for everybody, but we appreciate you watching the other videos. Malcolm, is the high pivot hype real? I'm excited that you asked that question. I don't know where to begin with that one, right? That's a long one. I think for some riders and some terrain, it definitely has merits, but it also has very real drawbacks. Of all the high pivot bikes I've ridden so far, and the rest of our team, for the most part, we agree that a mid-high pivot is the best option because you don't get as much of the compromise or the drawback of that high pivot. Again, though, it really matters on where you ride and what you're looking for out of a bike. So, high pivot pros, it does smooth out very chunky terrain at speed. It does do a very good job of staying like planted on the move, going forward, attacking. You know, if you're at a bike park and there's lots of washboards, it is a good suspension platform for that. Handles big hits well, handles small square edge bumps well. It is fast, it tracks nicely. There's good compliance and sensitivity. Downsides, they can kind of get unpredictably long, but not long. Depending on the bike. I'm not just talking about the Cannondale. This, like I said, is probably my favorite of the high pivot enduro bikes out. But some of them will get some weird feelings in corners if you're on the brakes versus off the brakes, in how that rear end lengthens or maybe won't lengthen. And that can really affect how the bike feels in a corner if your wheelbase is half an inch longer or not. Also, at slow speeds going off drops, it's something that we talked about in all of our reviews. That rear wheel or rear end lengthening does cause a momentary delay or hang up. Like something that I was talking to an engineer friend of mine who is not a high pivot fan, sort of how he explained it to me that kind of made sense and could be worth thinking about is if you imagine catching a baseball that was getting thrown at your hand and you just kept your hand still and caught that impact versus if you caught the ball as your hand was going backwards, you may minimize the impact or the perceived feel of the impact, but you're also lengthening the amount of time that you're feeling that impact, if that makes sense. So the impact is taking longer. You are cushioning in it, but it's taking longer versus it just being fast and over with. I don't know exactly how that comes across to you guys, but it kind of makes sense to me and what I was feeling with these bikes. All right. Any other questions? Hopefully that made some sense and wasn't just me rambling about bikes. I tend to do that. So, Pat, the shootout was a blast. So much fun. We love Knoxville. It is really cool. No, Matt Tilley, what's happening, buddy? Simi Valley in the house. I had to clean up. Drew Baca is not here at the moment. The baby was grabbing my beard. It was starting to hurt too much, so I had to clean up a little bit. Did the short reach on the YT decoy bother you? Sean? No?
I mean, I like shorter bikes, though.
Yeah, it was very short. Dustin?
I like it.
Okay. It was short. I think it was 449 was the reach on that, and most of the large bikes were in that 475 to 485 range. It was a lot shorter. I think we would have probably picked an XL, but yeah, it is short. I would say probably worth sizing up. Let's see. Does the winner yet know? He does not, or she does not. Not sure who it is, actually. Sean's got the list over there. I don't even know who the winner is. It is a total surprise. Let's see here. Brian Keller on the other hand, appreciates the e-bike stuff. Thank you guys very much, or thank you, Brian. We definitely try to do the e-bike stuff the best way we can, and not really apologize too much about it, right? Bikes are fun, all kinds of bikes, so we like having fun. We like going fast, and the more laps we can get, the better. Can you run GX axis with a Shimano drivetrain? That's not something I've actually experimented with. We do have GX axis on a bike. Don't. We could do a little, maybe we'll try that. Maybe we'll give that a try. We have GX axis on something, and we might, and I know we got Shimano cassettes and chains around.
You can always throw it on just the normal AXS bike.
Yeah. Colt 45, another regular commenter. Pretty much only ride my e-bike now. I feel like every time I use my analog bike, it feels like the rear tire is flat now. It's just because you're weak, fat, and used to cheating. Right on, Colt. I can't remember. Were you one of those guys leaving anti-e-bike comments like 2 or 3 years ago? Or were you just really sarcastic, which we enjoy very much? So, what's my favorite metal band? Pantera. Good job, Cole. That is a solid one. My favorite metal band. Man, I feel like in that question we have to break it down into what type of metal. Man, there's so many. And we just drove back from Tennessee, so I got to listen to a whole lot of them. That is a tough one. I did listen to Pantera on the drive for sure. Dude, Year of Our Lord. Anyone heard of that band? Give them a shout or a listen if you can. Year of Our Lord is definitely badass. I like them a lot. God, dude, what else?
I don't know. I can't think of it.
It's always tough on the spot. That's like when people ask, "What's your favorite bike?"
I mean, it's better than listening to Smashing Pumpkins or whatever.
Let's see. Bike Mag did a dream build using Axis on XTR drivetrain, and it seemed to work. All right, well, I guess we'll do it. Earn your downhills. No, we did not announce the winner yet. We've been answering questions and talking and hanging out. So, Colt. See, everybody, I probably was leaving anti-e-bike comments. Now I'm just fat, lazy, hungover. But are you having fun, Colt? Petition to get Nerds on Dirt in some videos. That would be fun. How is he doing? He lives so far away. Next time he comes out to Bend, we'll try to get him out there.
He's got Levo now. Bachelor Laps. If it ever opens.
Down or Pepper Keenan? I don't know what does that mean? Rob Clamp, can you clarify that one? Down or Pepper Keenan? I might be missing that one. So, all right. Any other questions, you guys? We touched high pivots a little bit, if the hype is real or not. Anything else you guys want to know about? Maybe what we're doing this summer? Any other fun stuff?
How does the high pivot perform on the climb?
Oh my gosh. How does the high pivot perform on the climb? They are not built to climb. I'll just say that. Some are a little better than others, but you know, it's something like that we talk about with marketing brands and amongst ourselves all the time. I think you guys as readers and viewers, like, and as consumers, right? The general public, I think, is kind of like our BS sensors are pretty elevated these days. And I think I try to tell brands that it's okay to not say your bike is the best at doing everything. You know, not every bike is going to climb like an XC bike and descend like a World Cup downhill bike. Like, it just can't be done, right? Like, that's like wanting a pickup truck that goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, hauls 6 people comfortably, can tow a shitload, and gets really great gas mileage. Like, you kind of have to pick what you want something to do, and mountain bikes aren't different. So I think brands just need to start embracing, like, we built this bike, no apologies, to be X, and it, you know, it does this okay, but that wasn't what it was designed for. So high pivot bikes, don't buy it to climb well. Buy it because you want to go downhill really fast. Let's see. When are you coming to check out Cuyuna in Minnesota? Don't have any plans on that. Haven't even heard of that, Pat, but maybe we'll have to do a little research and check it out now. So thank you for the suggestion. Benjamin, was it only people from the U.S. who could win this bike? Yes, it was. You know, that's a tough one. We've actually had some rather irate, really unpolite people send us messages and emails saying that we're like, I don't know, crazy pro-American like racists that don't want to hook other people up with bikes, and that is just unfortunately not true. Or I should say fortunately not true. But yeah, I mean, we love giving bikes away. We love giving products away. We love stoking you guys out. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, what you're into. We just love spreading the joy of bikes. Sadly, there are some pretty gnarly restrictions, international gambling laws. Believe it or not, giving stuff away falls into gambling territory. So being that we're a small crew, you know, we don't have an international gambling law attorney, you know, behind this brick wall right here. So unfortunately, our giveaways for the most part have to stay in North America. We are sorry. We love you guys from all over the place, as long as you're cool and nice, not dicks. But yes, so long story short, North American winners only. We have Robert, who is now in the UK, and he's in the works with trying to get some giveaways scheduled out there, which could hopefully open up some new stuff out in Europe. Fingers crossed. When is the Moterra LT review coming? Shortly after we get that bike. It was supposed to be in our shootout. Unfortunately, it was delayed just because of, you know, the world. But it was sitting in a shipping container. Cannondale and our whole team were very bummed that it didn't make it. We really wanted it to be there. So, what is the plushest bike I have ever ridden? No. Maybe the Polygon with that crazy React suspension platform, or possibly a Canfield Brothers downhill bike like 8 years ago. Yeah, that might be one of the two plushest bikes. Did you or anyone in the crew ever rock a big hit back in the day? Dang, 24-26, the original mullet. Zach, I never had a big hit, but one of my good friends, Matt, had a big hit. In that era, I was running a Giant Faith with, it was the brown Giant Faith 2 with the Marzocchi 888, and I spray painted it purple, the whole bike. I sprayed everything purple. And I sent that bike off some really dumb drops back then. I can't believe it held on. Let's see. Hello from Germany, Xavier. I hope I didn't butcher your name too much. If anyone else can ride this bike like Mitch Ropalato, congratulations, you're an awesome human being. I wish I could ride half that good. I guess we got to go to Minnesota. Favorite trail knee pad? Are they in the other room? Dustin, will you go grab those Liettes? Oh, and maybe that pair of Fox pads that are in there. They're in our for sale box. By the way, guys, we're having a, what is it? What are we calling it? A spring cleaning sale. If anybody's in Bend or wants to come to Bend in the next, I don't know, 2 weeks. Yeah, we are going to be having a large spring cleaning sale with Cameron McCall, Kurt Voorhees, Carson Storch. Those are them. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff that's buried in cabinets and cupboards and all that stuff. We are not being paid. Someone asked a question. These were nearby. These are two of my personal favorite kind of trail to enduro, light enduro trail knee pads. I like, oh, I guess that's the camera, huh? These are two of my favorites. Let's see. Stupid drops. Matt Tilley, you've seen some of those stupid drops. Let's see. Compared to the GT Force, how does this bike stack up? Well, I like this bike better. They do have some similarities, obviously, being that GT and Cannondale, share a lot of the same facilities and whatnot. But when we made the dissected video on this bike, we did talk with Cannondale's design team and engineers, and I asked them that same question. It sounds like, from what I was told, GT designed this bike. GT designed their bike to be a little bit more on the racer edge of things. So it has a, I don't want to say less forgiving, but it has a little bit more of like an aggressive race tune suspension. It does feel stiffer. Yeah. Sour Patch is also agreeing that that bike feels stiffer rear end. Like it likes to be ridden hard and fast. The Cannondale, I feel like, is more versatile and comfortable all around. It jumps very well. It's like probably the most fun jumping high pivot bike that I've ridden. And yeah, if you really want to race, go fast and charge gnarly downhills and rocks and big chunky stuff, the GT is a very solid bike, but you got to be pushing hard. The Cannondale, I think, is going to be a good suit for a wider variety of riders, and would definitely be the one that I would pick over the two, because it also looks a lot better, I think. Let's see. Bluff Crew MTB. I run a YouTube and mountain bike channel. Any recommendations on how to grow a YouTube channel? Boy, I wish we knew. We're doing our best, but yes, my recommendations are put out content regularly and as much as you can. Don't get hung up on the quality of the content. I know years and years ago we didn't put out nearly as much content as we could or should have, because we kind of had like a vision or like a minimum quality that we wanted to do, which, even now looking back at it, it wasn't that good. So in hindsight, if we could have put out twice as many videos 4 years ago, we still would have thought it looked like crap, but we would have probably had a lot more followers. So just put out content as much as you can, and be yourself. I think be yourself, be a good person, have fun, and I think that hopefully people will want to connect and relate to that. So, when do the videos come out from your Tennessee trip? Tomorrow. Oh yes. Also, I forgot one important thing. Bluff Crew MTB, you need milk. Drink lots of milk. Pour it on yourself. Lube your chain with it. Milk. It's the key. All right. So Tennessee videos, they start coming out tomorrow. We're actually really excited. We did some new stuff for the shootout this year. We're always trying to, improve the experience for you guys. Tomorrow's video will be the introduction to all the bikes in the shootout. Then this weekend, we're going to be releasing a very cool video that I'm excited about, which is introducing you to the terrain and the testers. So that'll be kind of a fun behind-the-scenes look at what goes into these shootouts, the type of trails that we look for, how we repeat them and test them, swap bikes, and then also let you kind of get to meet and see the test riders there. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. The first bike review drops on Monday. So we're here. It's happening. Get ready. Tucker Wilson, we got tattooed while we were in Knoxville. It might make it in the grand finale episode, but we went, where did we go? River City Tattoo?
River City
or Riverside. I think we went to Riverside Tattoo Shop on the last day.
randomly.
And yeah, thank you. It was a good time. What's your go-to bike rack and why? You should also do a van tour. Well, we did a van tour. Actually, Jeff Lenoski and I did a head-to-head little van battle between his Transit and the old trusty E350. But my favorite bike rack, I really like the Velociracks if we're carrying 4 or more bikes. I like that it kind of tilts down. You can get the bikes in there easily. I like how it holds it. They're stable. You can get up to 7 bikes. I think I saw they were working on an 8 bike. You can also store bikes in the garage if you pull it out and mount it. The low rack stuff is pretty cool, but it doesn't work well for us because of the e-bike stuff. A lot of Shimano bikes have that display, and it hits. So yeah, Velociracks. I really like that new Yakima. The new Yakima 2-bike rack is really sweet, though. I'm enjoying that. All right. You coming to Bentonville Bike Fest? It would be cool to meet you. Cobra Kyle. Yes, we are coming to Bentonville Bike Festival. I am loading the van back up, driving my ass once again across the country. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. My wife hates me. But I'm going to put the tent and a whole bunch of merch in the van, and we're going to try to sling some merch. High five as many of you people as we can. So come say hi if you're at the Bentonville Bike Festival. Guessing that the Ransom is the winner. Was that guy in Bentonville with us?
No.
Or Knoxville?
The bike.
I know. I cannot confirm or deny that. Lonis Paraxophilopolis. I'm guessing that you're Greek, but I cannot confirm or deny. That bike did do very well, though, I will say that much. Did you ride at Windrock? Yes, we rode at Windrock. The bikes absolutely hated us, especially the wheels. The wheels definitely hated us. But wow, that place is gnarly. It is so rocky. It is very rough. And then we rode the bike park itself for 2 days, and we rode the Windrock XC trails, which are every bit as gnarly as the downhill trails. And the only thing that's XC about them is that you don't get to shuttle up. So check out Windrock. Just take some very strong wheels and extra tires. Have not tried an Alta or Alta rack, but I do see occasionally them bouncing around. Have not got a chance to ride any. I just opened myself up for a joke there. I'm going to rephrase that. I have not ridden the pole Voima, and any chance of me riding a pole? I don't think so. But you know, if there's a pole marketing person out here listening, or maybe they want to get one to Robert in the UK, we would be interested in testing one out. Tuning tips for the Fox Float X2, 205 pounds. Kind of depends on the bike, really, and your terrain, but I would suggest at your weight probably putting a lot of volume reducers in there so you don't have a harsh off the top feel, and you're relying less on the air spring and not so much maybe on like having to max out compression, but you're letting that those volume reducers do a little bit of work for you. So thanks for the offer in Reading. Do you know Dustin? He's our photographer. He's from good old Reading town. What's up? What? Ionis, my Greek brother. Yasu. Thanks for saying hi from Athens. I want to come out there and go ride sometime, so I might look you up. Do you see any MTB tech stuff making its way to gravel roadies? Oh my gosh, dude. Don't get me started on gravel roadies. But you did. So here we are. Guys, we literally, you are working backwards through technology that was literally tested, like Cobblestone, Paris-Roubaix, like all these races from the 70s, 80s, 90s that eventually led to mountain bikes, right? Like you're just going backwards in time. And it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I guess I get it. Depending on where you live, if you're in the middle of Kansas and it's flat, maybe you don't want to buy a 29er hardtail with 2.1 inch super skinny XC tires, but man, I mean, you're getting dropper posts, you're getting suspension forks. At what point do you just say, I should buy myself a 29er race bike? I don't know. Would you ride hardtail at bike park? Only if I wanted to torture myself. Sky Park Bike Park would be a bike park I'd ride a hardtail at. It's pretty smooth, groomed. They do a great job.
I mean, some of the trails at Baker's fine.
Where?
At Baker.
Oh, Baker Creek. Yeah, that's not totally a bike park. That's more like an urban trail center.
It's like Sky Park.
Yeah.
There's no fee.
I would never take a hardtail to Windrock.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah, hardtails. I'm too old for that, man. I'm almost 40. My ankles and knees, they hurt just thinking about it.
Shoulders.
So, my kid had a big growth spurt and needs a new bike. Any thoughts or benefits on getting a 13-year-old who is 5'6" on a 29er, or do we keep him on a 27.5? I guess that depends on where you're riding. You know, are you trying to like cover a ton of miles with that 13-year-old, or you know, just keeping it kind of short and techy? The 29er is going to help a little kid keep going longer. Uh-oh. We got a battery swap?
Got too hot.
Oh, man. Good old Sony problems. Okay. Shall we get to the winner stuff? Imaging edge webcam. Uh-oh.
Dustin.
Give it a second. It'll buffer back. Be right back.
All right.
Oh my God, it's so bright.
Give it a second. 30 seconds.
All right. So here we go. We are buffering, but who is this? My 10-year-olds are 410 and on 29ers. Yeah, like I said, it really depends on if you want them to cover a lot of miles. I mean, shoot, when I was that size and that age, I was riding a 26-inch bike with my dad and shoot, riding 20, 30 miles. So, and it was like on a heavy chromoly steel bike with a crappy RockShox Mag 21 fork and U brakes. So 27.5 is going to be way better than that. So anyhow, shall we get to the winner?
I suppose.
Okay, I just saw someone said, what's the winner ETA? I have a meeting. I'm sorry, Mark, but thank you for reining us back in here. I probably have meetings and lunch I need to eat and everything else. So my wife says nobody likes buffering. Your wife's a smart lady, Tyler. It was nice riding with you and Victor as well. Big Mac, nice to meet you. It's always fun riding with you guys out on the trail. So Sour Patch is over here on the Excel spreadsheet because he's way smarter than I am. So he's going to run through this little entry list. Thank you guys, by the way, for entering. Greatly appreciate it. One more thing before we get to the giveaway. If you haven't signed up for the text message group, please do it. We're going to be sending out a lot more discount codes. Just send a text. You can go to our web store and it'll have a little pop-up to join. You'll get a discount code right there on the spot. A lot of discount codes coming. We've been working with a lot of brands, so be sure you sign up. I'm not going to give your number away to anybody else. It'll just be for us to send you cool deals and say what's up or whatever. If you want to come ask us what trails to ride, shoot us a message. Okay, Sour Patch, what do you got? You spinning the magic digital wheel there? Oh, shoot, here we go. Okay, drum roll. Drum roll. The suspense is on.
Tell me when to stop.
Okay, you guys, who's ready for this? Let's go with stop. Raphael Raym? Raphael Raym. R-A-Y-M. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you guys. Awesome. Congratulations to Raphael Raym. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Hopefully you're watching this video, although I haven't seen you leave a comment. If so, if not, I will be reaching out to you and sending a message. So congrats to everybody else. Thank you guys once again. We greatly appreciate you, and hope you guys enjoy the content and all the work we put in over here on our side to have some fun and share our good times and information with you. So, you guys are rad. Thank you. What day is today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Have a good rest of the week. Stay tuned for a lot more stuff coming, guys. Have a good summer. Make sure you subscribe. We got e-bike tour. We've got Bentonville Bike Festival on the road. We got a lot of trips coming, so it'd be rad to ride with you guys out there. So, yeah, it'd be rad to catch up. Thanks. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time.